No, just pick AP Shen and then surprise the fuck out of them with that ult. It's like, oh, it's like full HP. Full HP. The entire health bar is white. It's hilarious. And then tossing the daggers like hurts like hell. When you toss the daggers to the enemy, the Q. Huh? Oh, they changed the Q. Where you toss the Q and then attack the target. But he still has the dash. Dash taunt. That's the most important. I did the ult. We have the ult. Good. Just OP. It's like... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're really not supposed to play Shen in lane. Yeah, top and jungle. You basically just kill. Yeah, the one. You spam Q. Told you my favorite is Shen, J4, Maokai. I think I had my best game jungle was Maokai. I had a 41 assist game on the 5v5 on like ranked. And my support, I beat my support with the assist.
I must not fall.
He had 40, I had 41. And he's like a really good support hero. I mean support player. Just because of how Maokai is. That root is just deadly. Because you can't... Because the root is not... what's the word? You can't disjoint it. Once you targeted it, they can't avoid it no matter what. And then you have to know how to use the slam properly. The Q. Yeah, because you have to position it a bit. And then the E. The E is just some fucking beef. The saplings. No, I love it. You use that to jungle. Yeah, when I mentioned all my heroes, those are jungle heroes. My favorite troll jungle is Blitzcrank. It's almost you literally can't jungle. Basically go there, get a blue buff, and then just roam around pulling people and killing people. It's like code jungle, or more like not laning. And then what's his face? And then there's the dual jungling. Nunu Shen Shaco. Nunu just really works because he has his Q that eats the bite, and then the low cooldown E. And then it's so stupid how they can't see the ult when you're in the grass. I mean, most of the skills are like that. Well, I never played this and Sona and Jana as support. Well, I guess I didn't own Thresh, so I never played Thresh. I never got the chance because at that time I was like, almost when he came out, like I didn't have much money anymore. Oh wait, no, it's just my cousin was maining Thresh, and he was pretty OP. ADC Thresh. Cool. Oh yeah. You didn't know? Do you know about? Do you know clairvoyance or what was clairvoyance? Oh yeah, yeah. So I used to run clairvoyance, Caitlyn. It's stupid. No, clairvoyance, where you reveal a map, a spot in the map. Kind, like kind of works like Hawkshot, but it's instant. So like if like people run away and they're in the fog, I can still ult them. And I did it with Nocturne. See, one of the first things I hated about League that started it is when they made wards like free.
Shurima's legacy will
And I'm like, what? Because like, I played Dota, and it wasn't free either for League of Legends, and I've been playing League of Legends for a while when they changed it. Like, it's balancing, knowing how to balance your items, knowing what to build, and still having enough money for wards. Being careful where to put the wards so they don't get rewarded, so you don't waste your money. And now that wards are free, just place them everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. It's like they basically drop the skill level for supports too. Like in general, it's not just knowing how to play the hero, but playing support in general.
trust in my vision.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought too earlier when we were playing Overwatch. Uh-huh. I don't want to let you out-nice me. I'ma out-nice you, sir. Yeah, I like Vlad. Sorta. Not against him, but he wasn't. Back in my day, he was a terrible. He was outshined by so many heroes. Ah, I see.
Challenge Shurima.
Who did I play mid? Mid Pantheon? No, that's where you play him back then. That's the meta. Mid Pantheon. Who else did I mid? Oh. I know I didn't play Orianna. And I did not play Ari. You call that a skill shot? Her skill shot is basic. It's not too... Yeah, it's not hard to hit. And it's like one of her skills. Like, well, two, because of the taunt or the attract charm. It's not really hard. And then she has the ult, which is basically like auto attack. It's like heat seeking. Or target seeking, I guess is the word.
An enemy has been slain.
Shall return. May the sands of Shurima always be under our feet.
Hmm? The ping? Huh, I don't know.
We are the authors of history. Join me and be elevated.
What? What?
Those who follow me.
But that's my build on Maokai. No, not Maokai. Malphite. Malphite. No, because my runes back then for Malphite was like all our armor, so it's like plus 20 something, I think. It gets more damage. Yeah. I just love Sunfire Cape. All my jungle heroes Sunfire Cape. Well, no, I don't think it ever stacked when I played.
There is no
Oh, buying multiple Sunfire Capes. Yeah. You can do that. I thought you meant another ally. No. I guess it would too, right? But we never really did that. Yeah, it's probably gonna works the same, except you obviously know that there's another guy there. Probably pick Evelyn, Shaco, and Twitch. And then my squishy junglers were Lee Sin. Nocturne used to be squishy, but like the meta back then suddenly shifted to like a tanky build for Nocturne, which is kind of dumb because he has like such a high damage potential. And they don't like it when I play, when I basically turn into a carry and take gold from the actual carry. Well, so Udyr is always good. Ram, I also played Rammus. Yeah, Rammus jungle. The most difficult jungle was Rumble. Because it's almost impossible. But when you make it work beautifully. It's like you got that slow, and then your damage when you're like just warmed up enough. That's how it works, right? Because if you use too much, you have to be on. Yeah, you have to be on yellow to have like most efficiency, like more damage and stuff.
Enemy killing spree.
Even when you overheat, you actually deal more damage. It's just that you get, you're silenced or something. Was it silenced? Yeah, I think you're silenced. And you have to wait for it to cool down again before you can use shit.
See what I see.
Who else? Oh, when what's his face came out? Diana. She was OP. Like it used to be that the range of the Q and the ult are the same. So then they nerfed the ult range by a little bit, just enough so it doesn't. So you have to walk a bit and stuff. Did I jungle Leona? I think no, I didn't jungle Leona. I mean, I did once, but just for fun, because I just wanted to jungle her. Oh yeah, that's the thing. The Skarner jungle too. I love Skarner. Hecarim, yeah, I forgot Hecarim. I love it because it feels like you're always doing something. You're spamming your Q. Like whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Yeah. No, but it's more satisfying as Hecarim because every yeah. And then you have that ult that you dive in. It's so fun.
The Ascendant shall guide humanity to greatness.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, you just aim at them basically, where you need to land. The fear travels in the direction you went, but you can stop. Like I think the distance of the fear is always constant, but the distance you want to stop, like your actual jump, you can change it. Like you can jump like a few feet away, but whichever direction you went, that's where the fear will go. If I remember correctly. So yeah, so obviously I usually pick what's the summoner spell called? Sprint. Was it go? Yeah, Ghost. Then I have the yellow boots. Yeah, boots of mobility. No. Uh-huh. No, the one that makes you move really fast. Yeah, boots of mobility, and then
We are the
sprint,
authors of history.
ghost, Yomo Ghost Blade, and then E. It was E, right? And then you get so much damage at the end.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain.
Lives in
An enemy is unstoppable. Double
What is it?
none know the will of the desert better than I.
Oh, who's that again? Vi. Vi was also awesome. There are lots more that can jungle, but it's like really useless because like you're basically like a weak carry. Back then, jungling wasn't really officially like a thing. Season 1, it was just Udyr and Shaco and Maokai that can jungle. Even then, it's like Shaco and Maokai jungling is kind of dumb because you rely on the boxes and the saplings. But Udyr can actually jungle. Oh wait, Warwick. Yeah. And I guess and Nunu too, I guess. But like, and then suddenly people started playing jungle a lot, and like it freed up like a lane, just the top laner. Then suddenly came out all these junglers, actual jungler like. They what the first thing that happened, like a lot more heroes were able to jungle, and then they at some point they finally added like a jungler, specific jungler. I think Skarner, it was Skarner, the very first one
An enemy is
that they
unstoppable.
announced. Oh, jungle specific hero, Skarner. What was it? And then yep and what we noticed back then is like the champions that are built or made specifically to jungle sucked at jungling, and like the heroes that are built to like go top lane are really good junglers or tanks, because like, oh, if you think about where do you really want to lane a tank? What's a tank's job? It's just to tank, so you don't really support, right? Because your skills are defense, not necessarily heals or save your ally thingy. And like, you might have a stun or two, but like it's really useless. You're gonna be outshined by actual babysitter supports, and like you don't really go top, mid, or ADC because you don't need. Yeah, you don't do damage, so you turn to jungling, and then suddenly your skills make more sense because like they're very, they work better as tools for ganking.
An enemy has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
I used to. It's just I feel like I've heard of the name. Was he the one in that scandal thingy? where someone,
Shurima's
no, I mean
legacy
like a big publicity thingy with uh-huh.
oppose me. Your emperor shall return.
He's basically XQC. It's so dumb, so many
Follow
XQC
me.
like
Follow
tech suckers. Yeah. Did you see when like there was? I just heard of it in the Discord. Someone was like the last season, this last placements, he placed platinum. Mm-hmm.
Shurima.
Oh my god, millennials are killing Buffalo Wild Wings and Applebee's. Because we're not eating out in unhealthy foods like medium end restaurant. Yeah, it's weird. I go there like when I really crave sweet potatoes, like sweet potato fries,
We
once
are
a year.
led by our choices.
And like I just like couldn't think of anything like once. And like the almost 5 years I only eaten Applebee's once. Because that was like when
Loyalty will be
we were in Detroit, I think, on our way back home. We were like, what to eat? And we were like,
Ally has been slain.
we couldn't think of any place. And I just thought,
onward.
no, I thought sweet potatoes are like, for some reason I really wanted sweet potatoes. And then my mom said, oh, there's an Applebee's right there. And we went to Applebee's. I went to Red Robin's quite a few times. Red Robin's is actually good.
My vision.
Has been slain.
It's a lot more decent Applebee's. A lot more decent kind of Applebee's, basically.
Double kill.
It's non-trash Applebee's, Red Robin's. I think I went there twice. I like their onion rings, except for the fact that there's like, it's literally 8 pieces,
Your sacrifice is too great.
but it's really big. Huge. Is the onion ring tower thingy?
Shurima's legacy.
Your turret has been destroyed.
That's one of my favorite junglers too back then. Back then you can start with the lifesteal stick. I forgot what it's called. I forgot what it's called. No, the sight. You know the sight. I think the yellow one. Yeah, Vampiric Scepter. It used to be 450 gold. Yeah. And it doesn't take a long sword. It's just Vampiric Scepter. 450 and what is it? A bit. It gives you a bit of damage, just a little damage, and then the life steal. And I think you can still get one health potion. Because starting gold's 500 or 470, 500, and it was 450, so you can get one health potion. And then start that as Tryndamere. I also did that with Nocturne. You can either go Doran Blade or Lifesteal Scepter, or even just Longsword and more health potions. Yeah. You could just do 3 or 2. Like, true.
I must not fall.
Oh, there you go. I remember now. My all-time favorite jungler. Or hero, basically. Trundle. Because he deletes other tanks. Because of the ult. Yeah. So basically you want that tank deleting.
Has returned.
It like reduces their stats by a big amount, like their armor and max HP, I think. Armor and magic resist. So like it really opens up for your teammates. And then basically the tower thingy, that does the block. I'm mastered using it. Yeah, I can position it perfectly. That will block like you can't ever go through it. Like there's some spots in the map where you like you'd think that if you put it a little bit to the left, people can go through, but if you place it dead center, like because the collision size of the hero model, they won't get in. Well, you can be, Oh. So in Dota, there's a lot of high ground and low grounds, and there's like high ground spots and low ground spots that you can only blink to or teleport to or whatever skill you have that you can get stuck on. And there's obviously a lot of ways to put enemies there. And if the people like if people get trapped there, like they're very level 1, a support will literally camp them and then stop their attempts at teleporting. The teleport, you actually have to buy the teleport item, or you have to die. But we won't kill them. And then just you can get a TP, delivered to you by a flying courier or a teammate. But at that point, you'll be like you won't get a flying courier till 3 minutes, and it's in danger of getting killed. on its way to deliver. Or when you do get the TP, then the enemy will just stop you from teleporting. Will stun you. There's like videos like people get stuck there for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. The two supports are just the two enemy supports are basically just on rotating duty, guarding, are rotating on guard duties, so they still get EXP. You'll be so behind. I'm like, at some point you can just, after 10 minutes, you can just leave them. They're like, you're basically out of the game at that point. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of, like, I mastered, kind of, like, when to invade. Because, like, I watch, like, jungling videos a lot. And, like, I know the timing. Because I really want to be, because, like, being efficient with your jungling makes it or break it, whether or not you can actually jungle the hero, like if it's actually feasible to jungle. And like, I always take note of like where I am, where I'll be, which like, you know, which time. If it's like when I'm not at this time yet and I'm still at this camp, I know I'm not gonna make it or something like that, or I know I'm behind, whatever. So yeah, I know when enemies are only about to get to their red buff, to the red lizard, and also depends on the hero. Because like Udyr can jungle faster. He has the Phoenix. Yeah, and then like you could say the enemy jungler is a Malphite, you know, or a squishy jungler, you know, like, you know, pubs to pick a jungle Tryndamere. I know they'll get to the blue or the lizard later. Oh, wait, the Tryndamere technically would start with the lizard. The red buff with the slow. It's a lizard, right? It's a humanoid lizard. Is it right? It's like a lizard thingy, like a dinosaur looking reptile. It's a reptile. It's a reptile. Like, yeah. So like I would get my red and the tail. Uh-huh.
All eyes look to us.
It's a brambleback. Oh wait. So it's a plant lizard thingy hybrid.
We are the authors of this.
It always look like that. Oh wait, did they change it?
What beauty truly is.
Yeah, it used to be the lizard elder. Grants its skiller the blessing of the lizard elder, the red buff slow. Very often just referred to as red buff. Let's see patch notes. Oh, but version 4.20, they replaced it with the red Brambleback. Someone was high when they did. They changed it version 4.20, which is when. Why though? It's like there's nothing wrong with it.
Shall return.
Oh, back when Callista came out, so you haven't started playing it.
I will shift as the sands.
My niece is named Callista with a C. Starts with a C. And get this, instead of an S, it's an X. Yeah. Instead of the S, you have a Callista. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know what my brother was thinking. Why would they change the lizard? Like, why? Like, there's no reason to. Like, it's like, I mean, I would understand if they upgraded the lizard. They literally changed it to something else. Yeah, and it looks the same, does the same thing, just changed what it is. Instead of a lizard, changed it to Broccolisaurus, basically. I'm just reading from the wiki comments. Broccolisaurus and Grapes of Doom. And then the blue buff is the golem, right? Is it still a golem? Okay, yeah.
An enemy has been slain.
Yeah. I didn't jungle Cho'Gath a lot. It's just boring. I thought. And yeah, and Alistar. I rarely played Alistar. Oh, there you go. Amumu. There you go. Because I think I had my highest win rate in ranked with Amumu. With the AoE ult stun and that skill shot. That's OP. Elise was also good. It's really. Oh. Also, there was a time where like Dr. Mundo jungle was OP, and it's back. And Darius too. Still, it's just when he came out, like 1 or 2 patch. No, actually, ever since he came out, and then like a patch or 2, he was like a legit jungler, except for the fact that he was slow. You know, because like his drag skill is like too short.
Ruler must choose his hour.
Rengar, Nocturne, no, not Nocturne, Kha'Zix. Oh, Jungle Kassadin. That's... Yeah. Rumble was really, really hard. Karthus was okay, except it was really hard to actually be useful in the game.
An ally has been slain.
Jungle Mordekaiser also works. It's just you're useless basically. Oh, there it is. That's Nautilus. Oh, and Sejuani, there you go. Now it started remembering which what jungle. And Olaf,
There is no future.
Cyan sometimes when I'm bored. Oh, there you go, Shyvana. Yeah, so obviously Skarner.
Lives in every grain of sand.
Talon. I was really hyped when Talon came out back then. What skin did I have for Talon? Oh, I had Dragon Blade. I bought it when it came out. And what's his face? Draven. When I bought Draven. On day one when he came out, I bought Draven, the Soul Reaper Draven. Yeah, but then, like, I never really played him much. Because the Soul Reaper Draven was OP, like, as a skin, because it has a special voice, and, like, it's, like, really cool. So it's like, yeah, it was expensive. But not legendary expensive, because like, which is weird because of what you get. You basically a total overhaul, and then you have a different voice line. Oh, that voice line, like, you get what I mean. Mm-hmm.
Enemy killing spree.
Yeah, I just know Nocturne I have the most skins. The Frozen, the Ravager. Well, I guess I don't have the Cursed Revenant. And they turned them Nocturne because I already left when that came. Oh wait, no. I was still there when Eternum Nocturne came out, but I stopped playing it. I have Void and the Haunting. Oh, there's my mid player, my mid champion, Zera. Yeah. Oh, Jungle Volibear. Oh, the bear that can. Yeah. Freaking thing won't die.
I am Shurima's dawn.
But yeah, basically, well, my stomping heroes are basically Maokai, J4, Hecarim. Like the tank heroes, Amumu. Jungle Boy. Like when I'm jungling, because my cousin was a top laner. He basically never has to leave top. He just keeps farming there, and we destroyed it. No, he doesn't even split push because he was controlling his last hit, so it doesn't kill. It doesn't push. Yeah. And we finished the game, and he had like 2 kills, and I had like 8. And I'm like, what the hell did you do all game?
Enemy rampage.
Action.
Morgana. Okay, yeah, I remember. I almost thought she was a new hero. Like, oh, Morgana. Okay, yeah, Morgana.
Turn Shurima to greatness.
The Dark Binding. That's a troll. Like, it's a meme of a skill. Because, like, everyone just walks into it. Nobody really cares.
We are the authors of history.
Oh, Trundles is on sale. It's 440 riot points.
The Ascended shall guide
Play League
humanity
of Legends
to
spam
great
Trundle. Oh, I guess Fiddlesticks is one of the very first. Yeah. You know, the the closest camp to the mid lane. You basically ult from there. You jump into the lane under the tower with your ult. Also, I go there. I hook I position myself there as Blitzcrank to pull the enemy hero, the mid hero.
Has been slain.
onward. Your Emperor shall return.
Do they still do jungle Evelyn?
Your Emperor shall return.
Because when they first reworked her, that was awesome. Oh, they have Pulsefire Shen now. Looks awesome. Oh, they updated Frozen Shen, huh? That's the only skin I had back then.
We
I like the artwork.
radiance.
I don't know what it looks like now.
Your turret has been destroyed.
All eyes look to us. The order is given. A ruler must choose his hour.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh wait, he only has the one sword now?
Believe in our future.
Wait, this is dumb. This is so stupid. No. But his running is stupid now too. Uh-huh. He has his sword as his back when he's running. This has Pulsefire Shen. Yeah, it's the same. He has his hands in front. Like,
Shurima's legacy will endure.
April 2, 2010. Shen Champion. Champion Spotlight.
You need not follow, but you must witness.
What's the name of the girl with the falcon? Valor. Quinn. There you go.
And be
She was pretty OP back then too. Still. Oh, Pulse for Riven. Riven was like top tier, top lanes. Riven and Jace. How much was Pulse Fire Shen? Oh, it's no, like, is it not? It's not like Pulse Fire Ezreal where it changes everything. Uh huh. Okay. It's just Pulse Fire theme, not. Mhm. There's like a sword. You're tethered to a sword. I mean, it's just a meme hero.
No cure for fools.
Like, he was never really played in, what's this, like competitively. It's like a support type of team. It's like a support equivalent of Teemo. Like a terrible hero, like really, but like noobs and like AD only players like will struggle because you know all they know is farm and right click. Yeah, and no, I'm saying like
I knew you would do that.
like dumbass people would just would never bother to counterplay or be careful. They're just brain dead, right clicking everywhere, moving everywhere, not buying wards. All they know is last hit and then buy items and then right click enemy heroes late game. he deals surprisingly lots of damage. It's no. It's like back then he's like he was rarely played, but he wasn't bad. So yeah, but they don't realize how much damage Swain does, and then till they dead, because his nook was like damage over time, but on a very short time. So like it didn't feel like a nuke, but at the same time it didn't feel like a damage over time. You just suddenly realize you don't have HP anymore. You're like, oh, I'm being damaged. Damage. Oops. Then I don't have. I'm dead. And like the crows and shit, or ravens. Sorry. Malzahar though. It, it's just illegal, which is very bad mechanics for secondary units. Yeah, like shift clicking to move them instead of being able to select them and actually control them. You don't know that? You don't know that you can control Mordekaiser like the ghosts? It's the same thing. You can control the Voidling. Somewhat. Or at least it used to be. Who else had summon? I know someone here has a summon. Void Swarm. Yeah, either alt or shift, whatever. But because Dota is like based on like trying to do, like it's like Warcraft still, you know, Warcraft 3 or StarCraft. Basically the controls are the same. H to hold. That's why it's like Heroes of the Storm isn't really that hard as a Dota player. It's the same controls. So you actually like select the units, you can select them together, whatever. And it's fun because there's lots of heroes in Dota that relies on units. So there's an item where you can control the neutrals. And there's an item that summons units. It's crazy. There's heroes that mind control neutrals to fight for you, and there's a hero that goes inside, infests the neutrals. And there's a hero that eats the neutrals, and then the hero gains the abilities of the neutral creep or jungle creep, whatever you loltards call it. Loltards. I think nowadays Dota has the better melee plays. Because remember the hero, I told you the hero that goes inside neutrals. You can go inside teammates or yeah, because it's actually like most of the time how it's used. You go inside teammates. You can control your teammates, but if you have a teammate that's like, because you're a carry and you go inside a teammate that dives in you're dead. Or you go inside a hero that goes invisible. So what they do is you can buy there's an item that upgrades hero spells. Like, it depends. Sometimes it's the ult, sometimes it's the one of the normal spells. But like when you buy that, it upgrades his ult. You can select a hero, a teammate that you can put that teammate inside of you, and then you can go inside another teammate. Yeah. And then there's another hero, the Phoenix. He turns into an egg for his ult that slowly drops and then he's reborn. If you upgrade his ult, you can bring another hero with you inside as an egg. The downside is if they kill the egg, all of you that's inside there are dead. Yeah, but when it drops though, like, everyone's fully healed, including mana. And like in egg form, it takes a certain amount of attacks to destroy it versus amount of damage. So yeah, so basically you do the lifesteal, the first hero, the lifestealer. You take one hero with lifestealer. One hero is inside lifestealer, that's two. The lifestealer goes inside a third hero, so that's 3 in 1. And then Phoenix ults, and then you put, yeah. And then before diving, I think the only other thing you can do before, because Phoenix has a dive, like, it's literally called Phoenix dive. It's a very long range dive in, then dive back. You actually return to where you started, but you can cancel it, so you stop somewhere along the path. So there's a hero, the Stealth Assassin. His ult is Stealth Assassin. His ult is like in an AO, he disappears like completely from the map, not just go invisible, like disappear untargetable. Then in an AO, like big AOE, whoever's inside gets no, actually random units inside gets attacked in intervals. Yeah, something like that. It's like an area effect. But if you upgrade his ult, you can select a hero, so it has, and it follows, the AOE follows that hero. So it's kind of like going inside the hero while doing the ult. So you can do that. You can select Phoenix to do that. And then Phoenix will dive an egg, so everyone trying to attack the egg is being attacked by this invisible Rigby. And there's no one else to attack. And then suddenly 3 more heroes come out of the egg. No, you can't tell. I mean, you'll know, because there's at least 2. That's what you see, because the second hero. No, you can tell because when Phoenix uses his ult, he has to, like, he'll do it beside the hero that he's gonna take inside with him. It's not like ranged, you know. And plus you dive. You can't bring people with you diving. And there's a hero that basically gives you a Sunfire Cape, but really close range. Like, well, actually, almost like a Sunfire Cape. Like the damage, actually the AOE is like the same. It's like really short cooldown. And Stealth Assassin is basically perma this, unless you attack or use skills. So, you know, you can imagine what you do. So you just get the Sunfire and you just walk around the enemies. It doesn't deal. I guess it deals just amount, just in proportion to what Sunfire does. It's enough to clear creeps with one spell, and after in 5 seconds. But it's really easy to avoid. But because it's on an invis hero, it's basically following you. It's really annoying.
Already there.
Oh. Everyone's saying that MOBAs are dying. Both League and Dota are dying. But Dota's professional scene is getting so much bigger. I mean, it's so much bigger. It's always been so much bigger than League. But it's still growing bigger.
Time is wasted.
I know. Yeah, it's just a little hard to get people together these days. So my car is technically unusable. No brakes at all, front and back. Yeah. Yep. So I'm thinking of selling my computer to get a car. Yeah. I'll get paid a lot. And plus it's a good chance to upgrade. Plus they released Corsair just released the Corsair 280X, which is basically an update to my CPU, to my not CPU, to my case. It's beautiful. It's tempered glass. It's tastefully done. Yeah, you don't. But, yeah. But it's actually but yeah, what I'm saying is that it's actually decent. I was I was surprised they actually updated it at all, in the first place. And then they actually did a good job with the looks. And two, they actually changed all of my complaints with it. And there's actually a little bit more space, even though it looks almost the same size. Because in my case, you absolutely have to have a Founders Edition card size. Oh, yeah. Actually, I can barely close my panel with because my Founders Edition card has a water cooling block, and where the fittings go, there's it's an inch, so that's sticking out. So no, actually, it doesn't fit. It shouldn't fit, but since because it's flexible. The panel is flexible because it's acrylic and metal, and a thin sheet of metal for the frame. But now they added a little bit more space, which is nice. And the white version actually has a white interior, because I had to paint my interior white for it to actually be white. And that's important because it's almost impossible to paint the interior perfectly white, because unless you had like,
The way
well, even if you had,
is the
you can't really have perfect lighting in there, unless you had the light bulb inside, and you'll spray paint the light bulb as you're spraying. And you know, it's actually, you know, like done in the factory, like machine painted, so it's gonna be perfectly even. My only issue now is that my motherboard. I need Asus to make a Griffin motherboard because it's the only micro ADX motherboard with armor. The Griffin, yeah, kind of like
make haste.
the formula, the Asus formula, and the Asus Sabertooth. You know, with the like fully covered motherboards from Asus. What?
The way is always the same. Already there.
An ally has been slain.
There. Because basically, you can remove the armor and paint it. And my motherboard is the only one that's micro ATX and
Turret has been destroyed.
has an armor. Mhm.
Has destroyed a turret.
And for some reason, they stopped making it.
Has destroyed a turret. Enemy killing spree.
This is the one I'm.
Down.
What the fuck?
Has
Google.
been slain. An ally has been
What heck?
slain.
What the heck?
An ally has been slain.
Yeah, it's just what the heck. Yeah, I painted it white. I think you've seen my motherboard.
Time is wasted.
Painted the board white. No, not the board, the armor white.
An ally has been slain.
And now they have motherboards that are actually white PCB. They had one, the Z97 Sabertooth Arctic. No, Sabertooth Mark S. It was white. White PCB and white armor.
Make haste.
And then now, the new Sabertooths are just... Oh no. They're still the Sabertooth Mark 1. Let's say 1Z170 or Z270. It's black with black armor. And then there's some Mark 2, which is black with no armor.
The way is always.
I don't know. You see on the first picture there, you can see the back, right? It's actually like steel, and it's like really nice, except for the part that you can't see it at all ever. But, Mhm.
An enemy has been slain.
What was I saying? Now they have this Sabertooth Mark S. Actually, they removed the Sabertooth. They just say Asus. No, actually, it's still Sabertooth.
An ally has been
Ah.
slain.
No, they removed the Sabertooth. They just call it Asus Z170 Mark S. It's white PCB, but there's no armor. So it's like, what the hell are they doing? They like,
Your turret has been destroyed.
they have like the stuff and the wrong features. They separated the features that I actually wanted. And those motherboards, by the way, are all ATX, not micro, so I didn't really care for them. And there's this though. This is my best option.
You have slain an enemy.
Problem number one.
Yes.
Well, I don't really need the armor at this point if it's that color, you know?
Inhibited.
Thing is, it's B250. It's not a Z board.
An ally has been slain.
And like, I don't really need to overclock. I don't really overclock. But still, you know, why the hell would you have a really, really beautiful, you know, B series motherboard, but not for the Z version? You know, it's weird. Like, why not? Because they only have the white version for the low end board that doesn't support overclocking. Because there's a MSI Mortar. Because there's a black one. They have a Z270M Mortar. It's basically the same thing except it's black and it's actually a Z board. So it's why? Why the fuck? Why couldn't you just have both in white or black? Because they also have the B250 in black. So why have more options in the low? Or I can go B350 Arctic. So it's the same board, basically white, but it's Ryzen. So I can still overclock because that's what's good about Ryzen. You can still with B series boards. The thing is, I'm still not satisfied with the performance of the Ryzen CPUs. It's still faster to have, you know, Intel CPU, which is dumb. It's like people are like, yeah, I mean, at least AMD is really competitive now, and like in production programs, whatever. It's better value, but like in gaming, you still like lose out like 5 to 10% versus Intel, and that's, you know, pretty important to me because I play a lot of competitive games. So lose a little bit performance and go to Ryzen, or stick to my motherboard. So my motherboard is just fucking rare right now, and if I really want to make money, I have to sell everything. I want to sell the motherboard, CPU too. Or my other option is just get the best micro ATX motherboard, 3D print, or just do whatever and make some sort of armor for it. Because I've seen some like ideas. I mean, I've seen people make their own motherboard armor. And it's pretty easy. I mean, it's gonna get harder depending on how much detail. Yeah. But if you just want to have like a sheet on top of it, it's basically you just basically get a sheet cut out, you know, for the CPU, RAM, one PCIe slot that you need, and then maybe the heatsink for the chipset. But otherwise, that's all you need. And then
Inhibitor is respawning soon.
instead of screwing your motherboards into the case with a screw, screw it in with a standoff, and then screw in the plate onto the standoff.
Ally has been slain.
That's basically it. So that's the base, and then you know, use your imagination. You can create more stuff out of it. It's basically the gist of it. Because like I've been thinking about it too. I can mod this. Like I can cut out some parts
Good time.
of the motherboard armor and stick LEDs in it. Yeah.
Make haste.
Yeah. It's not really a power supply cable. It's like
Already there.
I mean, who was it? The guy who made the guy who made cable sleeving a thing for power supply cables. He said you don't have to hide it, you just have to make it beautiful. That's how cable sleeving became a thing. So it's like it's not really, if you can't hide it, you know, just make, because you want to hide it because it's ugly, right? Then if it's not ugly, if it's pretty, you don't have to hide it. You can just show it off. That's the basic idea. My idea is this. EL panel or EL. Oh dear. Problem is it is an RGB,
An ally has been slain.
but they're different colors. You can kind of wrap it around. You can even cut this whatever shape you want, but you can wrap it around, you know, so it looks like one thing, one big cable though, but still, you know, it's gonna look better. It's consistent. It's kind of flexible too. You can use this to make like glowing logos on like shoes, hats, shirts, jackets. Because like the actual panel that lights up, it doesn't heat up. And then there's EL wire too.
An enemy is unstoppable.
Yeah. I know EL wire is used a lot. It's kind of like neon looking. It is powered. Yeah, but it's really good for like cosplay. I'd say if you want to cosplay Genji with all the lighting. You don't, because like you can cut it, but why would you cut it? You can just cover the part that you don't want light on, you know. So it's just one thing instead of wiring it, rewiring it. Because once you cut it, you can connect it again, and you'll need another, you know, plug for the other one. So you're better off with one long strip, and then just block out the part that you don't want instead of cutting it into two. And there's like a wide strip too, which would also be nice. A thick boy. It's like a flat, they call it tape. It's like wire tape and panel. So like for like, let's say a motherboard power, the 24 pin, you can maybe use what, 3 or 4 tapes or 12 wires. Well, you don't need 12 wires. You can, because you can buy a 2.5 meters. You can just bend it, keep bending it
All in good time.
so it looks like 12 wires when it's just 1 wire. Because you're gonna cover the end anyway, and you only see like
The way
what 6 inches of it, because like you're gonna make an illusion that it's going into the case, going to the cable management area, when it's going in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. So it would look like it's like 12 wires, even though it's just 1 long wire. Or you can just use. Actually, that's a better option than using multiple tape wires, because the tape light is too thick to bend in such a way to make it look like it's multiple
already
satellites, because it's flat. That's why I thought the panel would be great, because you can wrap it around and then just bend it in the curve, and it's just one thing. The only issue is,
already
I guess, the VGA wire, the VGA power, GPU, PCIe power, because it's pretty long from the top, from the front side, then going to the back.
Enemy's inhibitor is respawning.
Normally, because some cases have like vertical, GPU mounts, and which is pretty popular now, and then or they go through like the power supply cover, so it's actually pretty short. But in my use case, if I actually do it, it goes from the actual power slot, then going back into the motherboard tray, going into the cable management area. So it's like 8 inches of wire that you can see, like here. Discord.
Enemy has been slain. Enemy double kill. An enemy has been slain. Has destroyed enemy double kill.
Boy. Hey. There. Canada is now legal. Marijuana is legal in Canada now. Entire Canada. Oh boy, I'm 1 hour away.
is always
The devil's lettuce. I ain't smoking any of those demon plants. It's the devil's lettuce. It's a sin.
yes.
It's bullshit. I mean, it's still, you know, you're still getting high.
Time is wasted.
I guess you're not a drinker too, anyway. I mean, once you've tried it, at some point, you know, you get tired of it. It's just a pipe because it's illegal. But once it's legal, you know, there's this boom when it recently gets legalized. But then after a while, it dies down and everyone's tired of it. That's basically how I felt drinking. When I started drinking, it dropped the fuck out of my mind. And then all of a sudden I was just tired of it. I'm like, people have to force me to drink. Yeah. And like my mom, like, I don't really want to drink, you know, I want to relax, but I want relax, not drunk relax. But yeah, even my mom would even force me to drink sometimes. Like, come on, like, don't be like, yeah, don't be a bitch. Like, okay, but if I have like my favorite beer in the fridge, actually I still have a lot downstairs. I could drink. Like, it makes playing fun a little bit. You know, back then we just started playing Overwatch. Yeah, like I was drinking every night. It was like when I built the computer for the kid, he paid me in beer, my 36 pack. I was drinking every day, and then I bought more when I finished it, or day. And then when I was playing Widowmaker, and I'm not drinking, I would notice that I was playing worse, and I was legit scared. Maybe I'm only good when I'm drinking. Yeah, let me get a drink. I feel like, no, like, even before that, like, because I told you that I was gonna get a drink because I realized it before that, like, holy shit, maybe I'm only good when I'm drinking, when I'm tipsy. I guess it makes me calm, you know. It does, but it affects your, you know, precision and accuracy, but it does make you calmer. Calm boy.
The way is always the same. Make haste.
I've seen the two, like, extreme ends of, you know, of shock. Like, people are of shock of people not being able to react properly, because there are people who aren't calm at all, who are just in panic mode, and there's people who are just in shock, where, like, it stops. and it looks like they're trying to figure out what's happening, and they spend too much time trying to figure out what's happening and not doing anything, and they just can't move. And even when they do realize what they have to do, they're kind of like too scared to do anything. Or you know, maybe they did realize it right away. They just too scared to do anything. It's weird because that's my brother. Yeah, he just stares at the thing that happened. Thankfully, I'm proud. I'm proud to say, no lies. You can, what's the word? Like, you don't have to believe me, but it's one of the things that I'm proud of. That, yeah, take my word for it. But I'm pretty calm when things shit the bed. I don't know, it's just, I guess most of the time, when things have shit the bed, I'm the one who's supposed to, like, I'm the only one that they could rely on. I'm the most, you know, at that moment. So, like, I kind of, like, realized, like, right at that moment, I just switched to, like, okay, shit just hit the bed, and, like, shit just got real, and, like, nothing else is important, and just keep calm and help, you know, just do something. It's weird. It's a weird feeling. Because, like, I'm not afraid to do stuff. It's just sometimes, you know, there's like two ways to do something, or like there's like too many options. But usually when shit, you know, when big shit happens, there's only one thing you need to do, and it's pretty clear what it is. Usually, it's just a really big thing to do. Yeah. But the problem is usually it's like a really, really big thing to do. Yeah. But that makes it easier. It's easier for me to do that because, you know, I'm not trying to contemplate what's a better option.